Hello, I am Kirti and I would be discussing human resource management with you. Human resource management is basically the management of human resource, that is the human beings who are working for us. It could be for any small organization, big firm, multinational company, any place which you have got humans to work for you, human resource management would be used. So let's go further with the course curriculum. The course overview is like that. The course is divided into 10 modules and based on HRM concepts. There would be case studies based on industry experience. You will also get key human resource terminologies which are used in the industry. Post completion of every lecture, you would be having concept review questions and self assessment exercises in order to find out how much you have learned from the exercise or with the content which is being taught in that particular lecture. So this is the module which we would be discussing. It comprises of strategic role of human resource management, competency mapping and balance scoreboard, career planning and development, performance management and appraisal, organization development, change and organizational development interventions, talent management and skill development, employee engagement and work-life balance, industrial relations, trade union and collective bargaining, international human resource management and human resource information system. So first one, strategic role of human resource management. In this we would be discussing the nature and scope, what is basically human resource management. We would be discussing the role and functions of HRM. In short, HRM means human resource management, and further we would be using HRM for human resource management. Then comes human resource planning, and in every management function it starts from planning, recruitment selection, then post that training and development and succession planning. That is also one of the important thing which comes into HRM. Who would take over the main key positions once the person who is working is superannuated or is leaving the job due to any reason. The next module is of competency mapping. Competency is basically the process of identifying specific skills, knowledge, abilities and behavior required for performing a particular job. So this is very important to find out the competency mapping of the people who are working with the organization. So we would be studying this in this module. The second part of this module is balance scoreboards. It is basically a strategic performance management tool used to track and manage whether an organizational strategy is efficiently working in the organization or not. Irrespective of the quality of the organizational strategy, it depends on the people whether the strategy is effective or ineffective. So this particular balance scoreboard is very important. It covers the financial, internal business process, learning and growth and customers, whether these all four are aligning with the missions and goals of the organization or not. Then career planning and development. The foremost important part of career planning and development is retaining the talent. Nowadays we see that people are practicing job hopping. So first of all, every company has to retain its talent, increase their productivity and improve the employee turnover. Turnover could be relating to absentees or switching off jobs or taking more leaves due to unnecessary reasons. So these are some of the parameters which are measured in employee turnovers to find out whether the employee is going to retain in the organization for a longer term or not. Then the foremost thing, important thing, that is improving the morale of the people working and motivating them to work for the betterment of the organization. Processes and initiatives involved in this process and the future needs of the organizations would be dealt in this particular module. The next one is performance management and appraisal. In this module, we will be studying the benefits of performance management and performance appraisal, the method which would be used in this process, and finally, once the results are there, assessment individually, right from the topmost to the lowermost level, everyone in the organization, their performance is managed, as well as it is analyzed whether the person is working as per the job description, as per the job requirement or not. And in case there is a flaw or a drawback or some kind of deficiency, it would be improved by training, mentoring. So the outcomes of the assessment will only decide what would be the next course of action. Though this particular HRM topic is very important and there is utility also, but still there are few criticisms as well. So we would be discussing these criticisms. The next most important part is talent management and skill development. Unlocking the human potential, whether there would be new joinees, the people working with us from a longer time, say for 10 years, 15 years, or whatever the life of the business has been. So unlocking the human potential is a must for every organization. This can be done by thinking ahead of the times, focusing on the right traits of the person. Like every person can't do everything. So one may be perfect into one particular trait and the other one can do other work in a very efficient manner. So you have to find out, as a HR manager, as a HR team, you have to find out which person is having a what trait, and you have to focus according to that and find out the best possible outcome which that person can give to the organization. Then hiring internally, usually we see that people hire from outside and that demotivates the people within the organization. So hiring internally is very important, and this should be practiced by every company. Then this is the age of data driven managers only. One who does not know technology will find survival very difficult. Same applies to the HRM field as well. So in human resource management also, data and technology would be very important. Now comes the role of a manager. Manager would be managing as well as coaching. There would be training and mentoring of the human resource working with us, so that the people can work better and in a very efficient manner, which helps the organization as well as the individual growth of that person. Employee engagement and work-life balance. Work-life balance, as the picture says, there are two parts. One is family home and the other is work and money. Every person needs both. Person has to take care of the family also and he has to work also. So it is the role of the HR department, the people working in the HR, to help their employees in managing their life balance between the work and home. And the outcome of this would be that the employees would be having fewer health problems, they would be more positively engaged in the work, there would be less burnouts, and the outcome or the work efficiency or the tactfulness of the employees would be far better as compared to the other person who is not having a proper work-life balance. And the person would be efficient in managing its conflicts and stress in case they suffer any kind of such situations. Though every organizations work efficiently, there may be certain things which may come across with the companies, and here comes the role of industrial relations, trade union and collective bargaining. So there would be dispute, there would be grievances, there would be people as employees who are not fairly treated at times, there could be certain biasness or there could be some misunderstandings as well. And for that we have got the industrial relations. In this we will be studying, for this we have got industrial relations, and in this we would be studying disputes and grievances management, how disputes and grievances within the organizations are managed or outside the organization. It could be between the employee and employee, it could be between employee and employer of the same organization, or it could be outside the organization as well, like two employers may also have grievances due to their competition things or any kind of other activities which may be directly or indirectly affecting both the parties. After the grievances are there, there would be labor welfare and social security. We have got laws and we have got labor courts to resolve the problems or issues in case they are not solved mutually by the people who are directly involved with that. And the last one is, in order to avoid these problems in long term, The industries usually practice workers' participation in management. It's like that for key industry decisions or company decisions, they involve the people who are working with them in the decision making process. Today's era, it is a global thing to work. It's not only that a company is working in a particular city, particular place, but it is across the globe. You can have the example of many companies that, like for say example, you have got Reliance. So for Reliance, you have got Indian branches, Tata, you have got, or we can take the example of companies from abroad working in our city, in a particular locality. You may be having an Adidas showroom, you must be having a MACD. So these are few common outlets or showrooms which you see around yourself. So these are all, we can say, multinational companies either working directly through branches or they are having their franchisee offices in different Indian cities. For working in an international global market, there are certain things which are very important on the human resource management part also. You would be dealing with the local employees of that particular country. So there would be different challenges to do an international business as well. So here we would be studying approaches, how we deal with those issues. There would be cultural issues and challenges as well. Indian people have different mindset, African may be having a different mindset, and Americans may be acting in a totally different manner. So these are issues and challenges would be studied in this module. Last is the reward strategy. How you reward your people who are working for you across the globe as a company. The last module of this course is Human Resource Information System, HRIS. This is basically a software-based system which combines number of systems and processes together to ensure easy management of human resource, business processes as well as data. So in this human resource management system, wherein we are using information system as a software and technology, the companies manage the attendance of the employees, they train their employees, the payroll, that is basically the salary part, the deductions, the legalities related to salary, that is PF, ESI, everything is managed on a system through a software, and the software is HRIS. Even we see nowadays recruitment, which is a very important part. You are taking interviews, you are shortlisting CVs, you are selecting people. Post that selection, you would be doing the induction programs, you would be training. This is all online. Usually all of us have applied on Naukri and Times Job, so we have got online job portals, and we also have company website wherein we can directly post our CVs over there, so that the HR can access that anytime they have a vacancy. And with the changing times, work from home is the new normal. So these softwares are very important for the HR departments to manage their employees and how to manage their attendance, their work from home working hours. Everything is done through the softwares. So this was the complete overview of human resource management course, and we would be discussing the discussed modules in the coming lectures. Thank you.